haven't quite learned to use this recording equipment, though I do have at least I have a decent mic, I think. So this is really a PS to my letter in any case. And I thought it would be interesting for people looking for projects, because one of the things that I noted in A Room of One's Own is, which was from almost 100 years ago, and it was a lecture only to women at Cambridge. In fact, a few times Virginia Woolf says, "There are no men hiding here, are there?" as she introduces some new point. And she was talking to a group of young women students who were facing a world that was obviously very different from ours, and yet definitely had some similarities. But she urged them at several points in her lecture to undertake research on issues that she was puzzling over. And one of the things I'm going to be looking at is I need to go back through and highlight all those points and see whether in the intervening century anyone has tackled them. But I wanted to mention one that's specifically for those who are writers or academics who are looking, who are writers as well, which is certainly the case for many of the people I know and work with. Now, Virginia Woolf, one of her regrets in life was that she was not able to go to university, although she came from a very celebrated and literary family. But that was not considered appropriate. It was not something that she was given access to. So she begins by calling herself an uneducated English woman. Here she goes. Like most uneducated English women, I like reading. I like reading books in the bulk. Lately, my diet has become a trifle monotonous. History is too much about wars. Biography too much about great men. I'm sure many of us would agree with that. Poetry, she says, has shown a tendency to sterility. And fiction, but I have found sufficiently exposed to my disabilities as a critic of modern fiction, and will say no more about that. Therefore, I would ask you to write all kinds of books, hesitating at no subject, however trivial or however vast. By hook or by crook, I hope that you will possess yourselves of money enough to travel and to idle, to contemplate the future or the past of the world, to dream over books and loiter at street corners, and let the line of thought dip deep into the stream. For I am by no means confining you to fiction. If you would please me, and there are thousands like me, you would write books of travel and adventure, and research and scholarship, and history and biography, and criticism and philosophy and science. By so doing, you will certainly profit the art of fiction, for books have a way of influencing each other. Fiction will be much the better for standing cheek by jowl with poetry and philosophy. Moreover, if you consider any great figure of the past, like Sappho or Lady Murasaki or Emily Bronte, you will find that she is an inheritor as well as an originator, and has come into existence because women have come to have the habit of writing naturally, so that even as a prelude to poetry, such activity on your part would be invaluable. And what can I say to that? But how very true, and how lucky we are to have people like Virginia Woolf, Emily Bronte, and many others speaking to us from the past and encouraging us to face the future. And that's a little salute from our frogs, the frogs of Great Barrington, of the hill in Great Barrington. Farewell.